What's up, guys? It's Super Sports Salvo here. This is kind of my welcome to the channel, introduce myself video. So I just wanted to quickly talk about me, where I'm at as a rider, and then, of course, introduce you to the most important thing here, which is my beautiful bike right there. So who am I? I'm Salvo. I am new to riding. This is my first bike. It's a Kawasaki ZX6R 636. As far as first bikes go, I was kind of recommended against this one. You can debate in the comments whether or not to start on a Super Sport or a 600, yada, yada, yada. So far, it's been good for me. I've been riding for about a month. Been enjoying it so much. It's been such an awesome journey. I've met so many cool people. Hoping to meet more very soon as well. So that's who I am as a rider. That's my experience level. So with that low experience level, with me just starting out, only been riding for a month, please give me all your feedback in the comments below. Tell me, if I mess something up, or if you just got pro tips for me that you see me do something in the video, feel free to comment down below. I take all constructive criticism because I'm just starting out and everything. All right, but that's enough about me. Let's get into the most important thing, which is this beautiful girl right here. So like I said, it's a 2025 Kawasaki ZX6R in this wonderful gray and blue finish. I think out of all the 2025 colorways, this one's probably the best looking. Got it bone stock, and I did all the modifications and work myself. I've already done the break-in service. I'm just over 800 miles now. I decatted it myself, decatted the stock headers. I threw on an M4 exhaust. I got it tuned by More Mafia. And then I have some frame sliders, some frame protection, windscreen from Zero Gravity, tank grips, just some cosmetic, minor functional things. But the main heart of it is going to be that ECU tune, the decatted exhaust, the M4 slip-on, and those frame sliders. That, along with the break-in service, was probably the thing that I had to get the most used to. I work on cars. I do all the work on my car myself. So I had a lot of the tools already. But getting into bikes is actually super fun because it's kind of way easier than working on cars, as anyone who does their own stuff knows. So yeah, that's me. That's the bike. I figured I'm just going to take you guys along with me today while I go out and just run some errands. We're going to grab some gas. We're going to check out a local food truck that I haven't been to before that I want to see. And I figure I'd take you guys downtown and we could take a look at some of the scenery in downtown, beautiful North Carolina here. It's pretty good weather. It's nice, bright, and sunny. I'm not worried about getting rained out. It could be a little bit cooler, but I think once we get going on the bike, it'll cool down a lot. I'll also do a little highway rip at the end for you guys. All right, let's get out of here. So yeah, one of the coolest things about learning to ride has definitely been the people. I knew the motorcycle community was pretty tight. I didn't realize that every time I meet somebody, it'd be like meeting a new friend, I'll pull up at stoplights and people will see me on my bike. And if they're on a bike, they'll, fist bump me, say what's up, we'll meet up. It's always a good time actually meeting new motorcyclists here. The culture here is really good. That's one thing I love about this place. Wouldn't trade it for the world. That parking lot that we started in, that's actually a great empty parking lot. It's empty most days of the week. It's a great place for practicing slow speed maneuvers. That's where I've seen some guys practicing in there. Really any church parking lot on the weekdays or any school parking lot on the weekends is going to be a good spot to practice your slow speed stuff. That's what I've observed, at least. That's what's been working out for me. My rear brake has been squeaking. I don't know what causes that. If anyone knows, let me know down in the comments why my rear brake's always squeaking. It's a brand new bike, so it really shouldn't be doing that. I don't know what's going on, but if anybody does, let me know. I checked the fluids, I checked the pressure, everything's good on that end. So I really don't know what's causing that rear brake squeak, but it annoys the hell out of me, especially when I'm doing slow speed stuff. It's still super loud and noisy then too. Yeah, that squeak is so annoying. I know it's not the calipers, but whatever, I'll fix it some other time. This gas station that we're going to is kind of in a less nice part of town. Not that there's really any nice part of town besides downtown here. Yeah, as far as gas stations go, it's a medium on the sketch scale. I'll say it's a medium sketch level. But yeah, first month of riding, so some things I picked up on. I never drove manuals before. Always had an automatic car. Never really learned how to drive stick, unfortunately. Never had that experience growing up. Picking up a bike has been really cool. It's so much fun to like feel the tachometer, the whole range of the tachometer, getting a feel for RPMs and when to shift, and just shifting in general is fun. This thing has a quick shifter, but I never use it. It's way more fun to clunk through the gears, get used to the clutch, all that fun stuff. And we are in a school zone. Hell yeah. School's out, baby. But yeah, I've really enjoyed learning to ride, learning how the bike works. It's been a harrowing experience at times, but nothing that I haven't been able to handle. It's definitely not the hardest thing to learn, especially nowadays when they got all this cool tech on the bikes that makes things so much easier. That said, I did, after about halfway, a couple weeks, I did turn off most of the tech just because I want to get a feel for everything. I'm leaving ABS on. ABS is one of those things that I think, I mean, I'm a noob to the motorcycle industry, so take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like ABS is going to be on every bike soon enough, you know? Some people complain and say that you shouldn't learn on a bike with ABS. And I agree, the fundamentals of like not skidding out your rear tire and all that's super important. But, you know, I think soon enough, every bike's going to have ABS. And if you just make it a personal thing of like, yeah, I'm just not going to buy a bike without ABS, then you don't have to worry about, oh, well, what if I learn on ABS and then, you know, oh God, and I have a bike that's not ABS. It's like, just don't get a bike that doesn't have ABS and you'll be fine. That's my theory, at least. That's what I plan on doing. And that said, I still have a good bit of practice on non-ABS bikes. Just some buddies' bikes and stuff, CBR 300, you know, a little baby bike that I practiced on for one weekend. And I definitely skidded the rear tire, and I got a feel for that and how it works. So I feel like I have some experience with non-ABS bikes. I mean, one weekend of experience, but enough to know the difference and to feel the difference. Alrighty. Pump some gas here. No, I will not be sharing my credit card number with you guys. Sorry to say. Alright, gonna put 93 in her. I usually go for 93. Just because she's a nice new bike. Although I know you can put 87 in them. I usually try to avoid, at least for this good girl here. Now, I will say one time I did fill up the tank full of 87 because it was like my second time ever filling it up and I was not paying attention. So that was funny. But we won't be doing that today. It's just a top off anyways. Always got to stay topped off though. In the wise words of some rider who knows more than me, if you're at half a tank, you're already empty. If you can tell me who, which motovlogger said that, drop it in the comments. How do I want to get out of here? I think I'll go straight back the way I came, take you guys downtown. This blind corner is super lame with the bush. That's not fun. Hey, we're going. Oh, I felt traction control kick in there. That was weird. I thought I had it turned off. Definitely felt traction control, though. It did not want me to accelerate like that. Cringe. I need to go look at those settings and make sure I have it all the way off, because that's dangerous, man. That's actually a bit of a story I could tell you guys. I had my very first death wobble last weekend. That was so scary. And the craziest part was it wasn't a speed thing and it wasn't rider induced. It was actually induced by the electronics on this bike. And I know that sounds like cope. Hear me out. So by default, the traction control on these things works pretty well. For the first couple weeks of me riding, I had it on full traction control. And I wasn't doing any track riding or anything, but I was doing some pulls and stuff. And it never once activated on acceleration. After I got the ECU tune from More Mafia, I noticed that the traction control was kicking in on acceleration. Even like normal, boring, plain Jane accelerations, I noticed traction control would like flick on for a second and cut power to the rear wheel and just like kind of turn it off and on. It's a problem when you're accelerating hard because for a second cuts power, which sinks the suspension forward. What ends up happening is the bike kicks forward and kicks backwards. That's the number one way to induce a speed wobble, right? Usually it's when people are going super fast, like 130, 120 on the highway, and then they hit like a little pebble or a crack in the road, and that same bump is caused, and that causes a speed wobble, right? But because I was accelerating fast and the front tire was already light, when it did that little cut to the engine and bounced the suspension on the front forks, well, of course, that caused a speed wobble at only like 40 or 50 miles an hour. Thankfully, because I was accelerating super hard, I just kept accelerating, and I accelerated right out of the speed wobble and saved it. Did not end up smushed on the pavement. But that was definitely my first serious my pants moment. It was induced by traction control not being properly tuned with the ECU flash from More Mafia. So I guess moral of that story is, if you get your bike or your ECU tuned, make sure that you are turning off traction control, or at least lowering it on these 2025 ZX6R models, just to be safe. And like I said, even on that little pull there, which I've done some wild pulls since turning it to sport mode, and I haven't noticed traction control kicking at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll definitely have to look into that, but I definitely felt it kick in there. I'm going to review the footage later and see if the light came on for traction control. Because that was a little spooky, knowing how that caused my speed wobble last week. This is some alright street riding on this road. It's not the best, it's not the worst. A lot of lights, it's my only complaint. I wish there were less lights. Oh, I forgot about the panhandlers at this intersection. That's right. They do be panhandling, they do be grinding. Look at them go. What's up, killer? That dude's balling on a budget, my man. Sure open. That's how I'm trying to be right now, honestly. That's another question. So I just saw that moped going by. It made me think, do you guys wave at mopeds or is it just me? Do you give the biker wave to them? Because sometimes I do, especially if it's at night and I just see the single headlight and I don't know what kind of vehicle it is. I'll give them the old biker wave. Because sometimes I feel like, is that weird? Is that part of the culture? I don't know. You guys tell me down in the comments below if you wave to moped riders, if you count them as part of the 2-down gang. Speaking of 2-down gang, that little cruise over there, brother. He probably sees me talking to himself. He's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? There it is. Finally. You know, that is one thing that's super awesome about the More Mafia tune. The bike never runs hot anymore. Even though I'm sitting in this heat, in this traffic, I'm still sub 200. That's the thing, like, before I got the ECU flash, if I was sitting in that same traffic, it would have been like 220, pushing 230. I remember there was one time I got stuck in rush hour traffic on the highway, and this is like very beginning before I was more comfortable lane splitting. And dude, I swear to God, that thing, it was like 229. It was about to hit 230. I was about to have to like pull over, turn off the bike. It gets real hot without that ECU tune from More Mafia. So I'm super happy that I got that tune. It's definitely worth the money. Oh, what is going on here? Okay, well, I'm definitely going to get to the front of whatever the heck this is. Even if I got to squeeze. Oh, coming through. So what's going on here? I don't like. What is happening? Do not like. So I guess I have to turn left here, huh? Well, that sucks because I don't know where the heck I'm going after this. Actually, McPherson might be better here. So I can turn left on Church. Yeah, that's what I'll do, actually. Ooh. I did not know that roadblock was there. That sucks. Totally ruined my plans for today. I was going to take y'all down that little overpass. But that's all right. We can adapt, improvise, overcome, however that saying goes. I think there's an east-west street here to the south that we'll check out. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Also, I didn't mention the trike, but look at that guy, brother. I don't even know if you call that a Harley. Something that's a whole different beast. I don't know what happened there. That was spooky. Talking instead of paying attention to my gear shifts. What a noob. What a newbie. Embarrassing. Oh yeah, this is Cliffdale. I can take this all the way. This actually works out better. Haha, he can't lane split on a trike. Sucker. Hello. How are you? Are you guys enjoying my first video, my first ride? I certainly am. It's a good time. Getting used to talking and riding at the same time is definitely going to be an adjustment. I filmed a couple videos prior to this just to like test out the mic, test out the camera, make sure everything's good. So I got some reps in there, but this is my first time trying to do like a full route while talking. So there's going to be a little bit dead air, but I hope you guys will bear with me on that. And I appreciate you guys for that. I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Do a little spooky stuff here and there. Like this. Just to give you guys something interesting to watch, right? Oh, I will say, you guys are definitely hearing it. I haven't mentioned it because I'm used to it by now, but those pops and bangs on that More Mafia tune, man, are so sweet. I love it so much. I mean, the difference in sound, just in that alone, from when I first got the bike stock to after the More Mafia tune, man, it was just such a crazy difference. Such a crazy difference. It's really fun just to ride by someone, a buddy or another motorcyclist, and just let off that gas, let off that throttle just enough to let the pops and bangs rip, dude. It sounds so good, man. Left turner. I love when people come to a complete stop to make a turn. That's my favorite thing. That's why we were going slow. It's because of that left turner. Now we got a little speed. It's good. Yeah, like I said, this road's not as good as the other one we were on, but that one had a detour, so we kind of had to make do. Now, people are going to be changing lanes, so I got to be careful here. This whole part of town is really fucked up for lane changes and stuff. People are always cutting out in front or like doing turns like that. Thankfully, there are other cars around, but if there wasn't that car right next to me, that guy right there would have changed lanes right into me. Left turners here are also super dangerous and super stupid. Not to mention people are starting to get off of work soon, and yeah, I'm going to try to avoid any crazy traffic situations with you guys. Because I know that makes for a super exciting ride, just watching someone sit in traffic. Not that I sit in a lot of traffic. I do, you know, your boy does a little bit of lane splitting. But sometimes you can't avoid it, especially when there's cops all around. Make sure the person behind me knows I'm braking. That's a super important thing that I learned. So I almost got ran off the road. Even though I'm slowing down with the whole engine braking and all that good, you know, stuff that YouTubers tell you to practice. If you're not turning on your brake, even just a pinch of the brake light, people just assume that you are continuing going. Like, that's the annoying thing about people who ride cars. And something that I observed about myself when I started learning to ride a motorcycle, and I switched from driving a car passively as a commuter to like actually learning to ride, you know, and pay attention and ride defensively and all that important things that we have to do as motorcyclists. What I figured out is like, man, I was not somebody who was paying attention as a car driver, right? Like one of the first things you learn when you're learning to ride a motorcycle in the street is lane position, right? Notice how I'm choked up here, right in the middle of the two lanes. And that's so that if there are cars on either side, I can see far down that center dash line and assess what the cars ahead of me are doing. But your average car driver and me, before I started riding motorcycles, what they do is they just look at the car that's directly in front of them, and that's it. They don't look at any other vehicles. So if the car in front of them brakes, they brake. You know, if they see the brake lights, they brake. If the car in front of them is turning left, they slow down. But other than that, that's the only thing they're paying attention to. Obviously, on a motorcycle, you need to have a lot more awareness. Hence why people say to ride choked up on that center dash line so that you can see not just what the car in front of you is doing, but the car in front of them, and the car in front of them, and the car in front of them, right? And so that was something that I learned riding motorcycles that now I do while driving a car. Because even though I can't enjoy the center dash lane when I'm riding a car, I can still kind of see because I'm a little higher up, right? Depending on what kind of car you have. You're sitting a little higher up in the vehicle, so you can kind of see a little bit more where you're looking and what's ahead of you, not just the car directly in front of you, right? You can kind of pay a little bit more attention, which is good. So I picked up that, and I've been doing that now just as a car driver. So that's one of the ways that I've observed personally that riding a motorcycle may be a better driver as well. I'm sure you guys who ride know that there's so many different things you learn about just general driving when you're on a motorcycle. So go ahead and tell me down in the comments what you guys have picked up. Are you familiar with the thing I was talking about being aware of vehicles other than the one just in front of you? Is that something that you guys picked up as well when you started motorcycling? Or if not that, then tell me something else that you guys learned from motorcycling. Something else that you got better at, or maybe you pay attention more, or you're just generally a more aware commuter when you're in your normal vehicle, right? Let me know what you guys, what skills you guys have picked up. Maybe I'll learn something too from you. Hate those railroad tracks we've got downtown, dude. You see my butt bump on those? That's so funny. I definitely was putting too much weight in my pegs there for the acceleration. That's kind of something I noticed. And that caused me to go for a little ride when I took the railroad track. Nothing unsafe or detrimental, but just kind of funny. A little embarrassing. So, yeah, this is downtown. Not much that I could afford here, but they have cobblestone, which is cool, I guess. And it's all lit up at night, which is cutesy, I guess, artsy. But yeah, I don't spend a lot of time down here. There's not much to see, not much to do, and everything's expensive for no reason, just by nature of it being downtown. It's really, I mean, comparatively to other downtown areas I've been to, it's really not that nice. Okay, no indication from that guy. That's cool, man. I guess, you know, that's how he wants to live his life. I don't really have any historic downtown facts for you guys. I thought about maybe doing some research, but then I realized who wants to hear about historic downtown Fayetteville? Like, that's boring as heck. So, but I will tell you guys, the whole city of Fayetteville is named after Lafayette, who was the French general who came to the United States to help train the American revolutionaries in their fight against the British. So that is one little cool factoid for you about Fayetteville. It's named after him and the great work that he did at the Winter and Valley Forge when they were all dying of frostbite and getting limbs amputated and stuff. He was there training them, getting them ready for those big fights against the British. So yeah, and that's where you get the name Fayetteville. Lafayette, Fayetteville. They don't pronounce it the French way anymore. But I'm sure at one point they called it Fayetteville or something crazy like that. I'd love to hear a French person pronounce it. That'd be funny. Oh, man. Those manhole covers on those roundabouts get people. I had a buddy who hit his foot peg on one of those manhole covers. He was racing in the roundabout. Guys do that where they see how fast they can go around the roundabout with each other. Sometimes two up, sometimes just one after the other. He hit his foot peg on that manhole cover, and he almost went down. He got super lucky. Thankfully, he straightened up and he survived. He was probably riding outside his limits too. Probably just trying to look cool. Which is always something you got to be careful of. All right, I think this is our turn here. Yep, left after the bridge. So we got gas, we saw downtown. Now I think I'm gonna grab food at this taco truck I haven't been to before, because your boy is starving. And there's a little dude walking in the street, trying to off himself. That's not good, dude. Your life has value, my brother. All life has value. Fun fact, they just recently passed a law that says you're a motorcyclist and you're at a left turn and the light doesn't turn green you can just go. You can run reds on left turns in North Carolina as a motorcyclist, because they're aware that the left turn signal or the left turn light only turns green if there's weight on the pads over there or the camera sensor. And those sensors, the weight sensors or the camera sensors, don't pick up motorcyclists because apparently road rules and signs are not made for us, which is super cool. But they finally passed at least one motorcycle-focused law. You'll probably see that today at some point. But it's completely legal here in the state of North Carolina, which is awesome. I'd like to see more motorcycle-specific legislation get passed. I think that'd be really cool. That's another thing you guys have probably noticed. I usually don't go into neutral at stoplights. Now, I know there's some debate on that. Most people go to neutral when they're coasting to a stop, but finding neutral on this bike when you're coasting to a stop is so hard that I don't even bother anymore. I don't even try. I just pull in the clutch and I hold the clutch, have strong hands. It's not that hard, guys. But if you got any tips or advice for that, let me know. Once again, down in the comments, tell me, give me advice, give me feedback on how I'm riding, what you would do differently, all that stuff. And there we go. We got a green finally. Yeah, this road's fun. And more importantly than fun, this road also has the taco truck. So be looking forward to that. I'm not sure if you guys, when you watch YouTube video, do you eat? Do you do it on the toilet, whatever? But if you're eating and I'm eating, it's kind of like we're on a dinner date, if you think about it like that. So, here in a few minutes, if you don't have your food prepared, you better get it out, right? Because I'm about to start eating. So, we want to have a dinner date together. Chop, chop, make that food, whip it up, turn the microwave on, preheat the oven, whatever you got to do. Let's go. Come on, people. We got no time to wait. Come on. Dinner date. You and me and dinner right now. Well, probably about 10 minutes. Nice little ride with you guys. Nice little first ride. Ooh, look at that reflection, dude. We look like killers. Street killers. Oh, see, I did it right there. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh no, dude. I literally did the thing I was talking about. It was a moped, but I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at our sick-ass reflection there in the van. But a moped drove by and I gave him the 2 down wave. Let me know, do you guys do that typically? Do you give moped riders the 2 down wave? That's a brother. One time this is a great story. I had a Harley driver ride by me going the other way, and I gave him the 2 fingers, the wave, and he gave me the 1 finger wave back. He flipped me off. And it wasn't an accident. It wasn't a misinterpretation. It was the most obvious arm up, finger up, giving me the bird, dude. It was so funny. I wasn't even offended by it because it was just so unexpected. I was just laughing. That dude looked like a chotch, too. I really wish I got that interaction on video. Would have been so good. I love hearing that More Mafia tune, baby. Sounds so good. You guys, listen. Oh, yeah. When I had this thing straight pipe before I got the M4 exhaust on there, dude, that thing was so loud. It sounded like I was, I don't know, like gunshots. Like it was a whole gunfight in the street, man. It was awesome. Come on, green. Oh yeah, we're sending it. You better believe we're gonna take that yellow every time. Oh, FedEx truck trying to kill me. That's cool, man. Oh no, wow, he actually stayed in his lane. That's surprising. Oh yeah, now we're opening it up. This is what I love about this road, baby. This is why I love this road. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I love this road. But now I need to pay attention to where my taco truck is. Oh no. If I go too fast, I'll blow right past it. Yeah, it's always fun to give it a microwave at like triple digit plus. These guys always are like, what? Like, how did you do that and not die? Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. Oh no, I missed it. God. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get it out. We'll come back around. We'll come back around. We'll come back around. There's got to be a place to do a U-turn nearby, right? How funny would it be if there was an officer of the law behind me? I had no idea. That's why I like having mirrors. That's why I keep these guys around. Most people, first thing they do is a mirror delete. Not me, dude. I'm keeping those mirrors forever. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes there's an officer of the law and you got to be careful. And how much left turn signal do I need to cross 5 lanes? Good luck, everybody else. All right. Do not miss the taco truck. It's coming up. It's coming up. Slow down. Taco truck is very soon. There she is. There's my beautiful girl. Man, this lot sucks. Ah, we'll park her in the sun. She'll be fine. All right. Let's get some tacos. I'm so excited for this. You know when there's paint stains on the side of the truck from all the paint washing off, that you're about to have some really good food truck action going on. I'm so hyped for this. Let me do a regular burrito, no tomatoes. And could y'all put carne asada in that? Sweet. $10. Oh. I appreciate y'all. Somebody's got an AGP helmet over there too. Look at that. What's up?
Is that a new sign in that helmet?
A what?
New, like that? I have never seen that thing.
Oh, yeah, it's just one of the paint jobs they do.
There's like 5 designs of Valentino Rossi, all of those ones, but I've never seen.
Yeah, I got this online, so.
I thought it was a KYT.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a K6S.
Oh, yeah? Is that your helmet over there? Or? What?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. Did you ride over here? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I was wondering whose bike that was. Yeah, it is pretty hot, but I was thinking the same thing when I pulled up. I was like looking, I was like, should I park over there? Or? But yeah. Yeah, the gravel sucks too, coming in.
I dropped my old bike. I had a street I bought the speed triple.
Yeah.
The street triple, I put the kickstand down, there's some gravel.
It just slid right out. Yeah.
That's straight. I was like,
yeah, that sucks, man.
Clutch cover,
oh.
Yeah. It wasn't even that bad.
Yeah. And what kind of bike is that? Speed triple? That's Triumph, right?
Yeah. Triumph.
Nice, dude. I always loved Triumph bikes. They look so good. Oh, okay. A naked bike enjoyer. All right.
Oh, dude. This is like my naked bike. I've only owned naked bikes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I'm not gonna lie. I rode my I tried my friend's 1000 the other day. Oh, like a month ago. It's pretty cool, bro. Pretty cool for like 30 minutes, and then you get off.
And your knees hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. I've taken this bitch to like.
Your food. Yeah, dude. I noticed that too. I'll like have to shake out my knees if I'm riding for too long, you know, the back. But Tennessee. Dang, dude. Nice.
I took it, not this one, but the street triple. I took it to Georgia, Tennessee. This one I took it to Virginia and to Myrtle Beach. I go like for long rides.
Yeah.
I bought it like a month, and I traded my old one for this one like a month and a half ago, and it already has like 15 miles.
Yeah, nice. I plan on doing 6 hours on that thing to go home for Thanksgiving, visit some family and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm dreading it a little bit. 6 hours on that thing's gonna be crazy. Yeah. All right, bro. Hey, enjoy your food. Ride safe. I'll see you around, dude. All right, thanks. So that's what I'm talking about. Love the motorcycle culture here. Everyone's the best. Awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Have a good one. All right. I'll sit in the shade and eat. I don't even know if these tables are for the business, but somebody comes and yells at us, I guess I'll find out. Probably just a homeless encampment over here by night. Well, let's take a look at what we got, huh? Oh, yeah. Looking good. This is going to go crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna love it. All right. I'll turn the camera back on after I finish digging into this. See you guys in a second. Oh, man. Look at that sexy-ass bike over there, guys. Look at her. Dang, she hot. She fire. Oh, man, that food was so good. I absolutely crushed that. I was starving. It's really good here, too. You guys ever need a good, affordable taco truck? Taqueria. Oh, God, I'm going to butcher that name. Taqueria El Refugio. I'm not even going to try. That was embarrassing. But it's good food. Right. Let's get riding. Always gotta make sure you're locked in, boys. Always gotta stay clipped in. Never unclip. Nope. Unless you got dumb stuff in your pockets. Hi, guys. Hello. She got the warm start with the M4 exhaust. Rattle me bones. Is that homeless guy still over there screaming? I think he's gone now. Maybe those dudes in the vest kicked him out. I don't know. I was gonna go check on him, but probably would have just gotten stabbed, so not super worth it. Although content would have gone crazy, though. First vlog in Vietnam, get stabbed. Honestly, the views would be crazy. Oh no, I bent my little tag. Yeah, I'm sure it'll fix itself. Okay. Stupid gravel in this lot. Oh, is this that homeless guy? Oh, dang it. I wasn't in the middle of the street. I'd say what's up to this guy. He just waved me down? No way. That's crazy work, dude. All right, so just about 5. Shift change is gonna be soon. Because I'm about to start seeing a bunch of ops. A bunch of the boys out. It's like an old vehicle. Oh, thank you for opening up the lane for me. That's funny. Alright, let's get some real speed now. It's about time. I want to give you guys a bit of a show here. Keep you entertained, especially if you made it this far in the video. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll give you a little bit of a highway pull here. Oh, I can sit here. Well,
That's hilarious. Red light in my city mid here. What I do, bro? That's so good, but they're better safe than sorry on those kinds of splits. You know, you never know. Alrighty. Pretty much solid there on the speed. I could have gone a few more exits further, but I want to close this loop in the same spot I started in, you know? I think it's important to do that. Oh, what's this guy doing? Pay attention! Use your blinker! And now we got rush hour traffic. Yeah, so this is what 5 o'clock traffic looks like. Oh man, that's all right. Hopefully that little pull on the highway did something for you guys. I appreciate you guys sticking it out through this whole video. It was a pretty good one. You know, we got some gas. Well, I introduced myself to you guys, got some gas, checked out the downtown area even for a little bit. Got that absolutely bomb taco, which I really needed. Didn't realize how much I needed that. And then I gave you a short little pull on the highway just as a fun treat at the end for you guys. So I appreciate you guys sticking around, watching the video. My first video on this whole moto vlogging adventure of mine. No, I appreciate you guys. Like I said at the beginning and at some point in the middle, if you got any feedback for me, please let me know. Like things I could do better, things that you saw that were good. Oh, that's tight. Excuse me. But yeah, man, this has been a fun video to make. I'm definitely going to make more of them in the future. Let me know down in the comments what I can do better. Just riding, video-wise, what are some things you guys want to see? I'm thinking about doing some date videos. I figured that'd be fun. Taking girls out on the bike. I did that the other day. I've got the footage. I didn't have a mic though, so you guys are going to get some great, pure, raw bike sound footage of me riding two up pretty much for the first time. I've been two up with a few girls before, but this is the first one that was I was going highway speeds, two up. First time I've done that with a passenger was the other day. So, and I got it all on video for you guys. So that'll be fun to watch. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be the next video that you see posted after this one. Let me get this bike parked in a good spot. Yeah, that's good enough right there. Yeah, it's a good time to close it out too. So that was my first video here. I appreciate you guys watching to the end and checking out all the fun things I had in store for you today. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. It's a new channel. We're growing it. I'm really excited to see how it goes with everything. So appreciate you guys watching and stick around for more. All right, guys. Bye.